Okay, welcome back to another video on my channel. It's your teacher, Mr. Lim here. And in this video, we're going to be looking at the range, mode, median, and mean. So we're going to look at the range first because that's one of the easier things to do. The range. Marie coaches a netball team. She wants to compare the results of two players. She calculated the range of each player's percentages to see who is more consistent. Now, the range is a measure of the spread of a set of scores. And how is it calculated? It's calculated by subtracting the lowest score from the highest score. So it's very important. I would probably highlight this in your worksheet. Range is equal to highest score minus lowest score. Now, up here it says Marie wants to know which player is more consistent. Basically, a smaller range means you're more consistent. Okay, so if you do the highest number minus the lowest number and you get a pretty small answer, then that means you're very consistent. But if you take the largest number and subtract the smallest number and you get a really big answer, you're not very consistent at all. Let's have a look at this example. What is the range of these scores? 75, 70, 71, 70, and 78. Well, the highest score is 78. The lowest score is 70. So the range is 78 minus 70. So it's 8. What is the range of each set of scores? It may help to circle the highest and lowest scores. I'm going to highlight them. So question A, I can see that the highest score is 16 and the lowest score is 11. So 16 minus 11, which is 5. I'll do one more. The highest score for B is 15. The lowest is 11. So the range is 15 minus 11, which is just 4. Pause the video, have a go with questions C, D, and E. Okay, question C. Highest is 32. Lowest looks like it's 27. So the range is 32 minus 27, which is 5. D, we can see that the highest looks like it's 69 and the lowest is 45. So we've got 69 minus 45, and that's equal to 24. Question E. The highest is 19 and the lowest looks like it's 11. So 19 minus 11 is 8. I'll get you to pause the video, have a go with questions 2 and 3 yourselves. Okay, here are my answers for question 2. I've got the range is 9 degrees Celsius. 3A, the range for Justine's percentages is 6. For B, for Francesca is 19. And therefore, which player was more consistent? Well, Justine had a smaller range, so she was more consistent. Okay. Now let's have a look at the mode. If a score occurs more than any other score, it is called a mode. The mode is the score that occurs the most often. It is the score with the highest frequency. So how I like to memorize this is mode, M-O, for most. Okay, most common or most frequent. Here's an example. What is the mode of these scores? 12, 13, 14, 14, 14, 15, 15, and 16. Well, we can see that the score of 14 occurs more than any other score. So the mode is 14. What do I mean by that is 14 occurs 3 times, which is the most out of all the other numbers. So the mode is 14. Let's have a look at question 1. What is the mode of each set of scores? We can see here that the most common score for question A is 5. Pause the video, have a go with B, C, D, and E. Okay, question B. We can see that the most common score, or the mode, is 24. For question C, the mode is 12. For D, the mode looks like it's 17. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. The others don't occur more than 3 times. And for E, it looks like it's 10. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 10s, and the others don't occur more than 4 times. Sometimes a set of scores will have more than one mode. When 2 scores have the highest frequency, they are both called modes, and we usually call this bimodal. Bi for like 2, for like bicycle, 2 wheels, so bimodal. If it's more than 2, we just call it multimodal. There's lots of different modes. However, if we've got a set of scores that say, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, they all occur once. Okay, so they all equally have the highest mode. We actually say that this one has no mode at all. Okay, if it just all occurs once, we just say no mode. State the modes of these set of scores. So here we can see there's 2 11s and there's 2 12s. So the 2 modes are 11 and 12. Pause the video, have a go at B, C, D, and E yourselves. Okay, here are my S's for B, C, and D. For B, we've got 24 and 26. C is 16, 17, and 19. D is 7 and 8. And for question E, let me just show you what I would do to make sure I don't miss any. I'll probably just start with the first number. I'll just highlight that, 24, and I'll see if I can highlight any other 24s. And I'm just going to work from left to right. The next one is 30. Are there any other 30s? Nope, so I'm just going to remove that highlighter. 27. Are there any 27s to the right of that? Nope. 25. Any 25s? Nope. I've already done that 24, so don't need to worry about it. 26. Any other 26s? Yes. 23. Any 23s? No. 28. Any other 28s? No. So that means the answer is just 24 and 26. Trevor recorded the number of minutes his train was late over a period of 15 days. The data is shown in this table. How many times was the train 2 minutes late? Which time was the most common? What was the greatest number of minutes the train was late? And which time is the mode? Pause the video, have a go yourselves. Okay, here are my answers. How many times was the train 2 minutes late? We can see 2 minutes here. 3 times. Which time was the most common? Well, the most common is this one with 5. So that time is 3. 3 minutes late. What was the greatest number of minutes the train was late? 4 minutes late. And which time is the mode? The mode is the most common one, which is 3. Okay, so we've looked so far in this video how to calculate range and how to find a mode. We're now going to move on to finding the median. Now the median is the middle score after the scores are arranged in order from smallest to largest. Half the scores are to the left of the median, the other half are to the right. The median is a measure of the central tendency of the scores. It is not affected by unusually high or low scores. So here's an example. What is the median of these scores? We've got 12, 15, 16, 16, 17, 18, and 20, and they are arranged in order from smallest to biggest. We can see that the middle score is this 16. We can see that there are 3 scores to the left of it and 3 to the right. Another way to do this is get rid of the smallest and the largest. Next smallest, next largest. Next smallest, next largest, until you're left with either 1 or 2. This one only has 1 left, and that's the middle score. When there's an even number of scores, the median is halfway between the two middle scores. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the two middle scores and then divide it by 2. And the median is not always one of the scores. So what do we mean by this? If I were to say, I'll get rid of the smallest and the largest, next smallest, next largest, next smallest, next largest, 4 is left. The median is 4. What about question B? Smallest, largest, smallest, largest, smallest, largest. Oh, there's only one left. The median, the middle score, is 13. But what about C? Smallest, largest, smallest, largest. Oh, there's 2 left. There's 2 numbers left. If I were to get rid of them, then there's no number, right? So I can't get rid of them. What I need to do is I need to add them together and then divide it by 2, and that will tell me what my median is. So my median is 17 plus 17, which is 34, divided by 2, which is 17. What about question D? Smallest, largest, smallest, largest, smallest, largest. 2 left. Going to add them together, divided by 2, and my answer will be 55.5. Okay, so we can see in this example box, what is the median of these scores? Smallest, largest, smallest, largest. 2 numbers left. Can add them together and divide it by 2. That's 26.5. So just remember, right? The scores have to be arranged in order first before you start eliminating smallest and largest, smallest and largest. So I'm going to do question 2A with you, and then I want you to have a go with B, C, and D. So question 2A, I'm going to arrange this in smallest to largest, 12, 17, 20, 25, then 26. Now we can eliminate. Smallest, largest, 8. I only have 1 left, and that is my median. Pause the video. Have a go with questions B, C, and D. Okay, questions B. We've got the smallest is 14, then 17, and 17, 18, 19, and 20. Just count your scores, make sure you didn't miss any. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers we've written down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good, there are 6 numbers in the question. Now we can start eliminating. Smallest, largest, 2 in the middle. Add them together, divided by 2, and my answer is 17.5. Okay, we can put it in our calculator. 17 plus 18 over 2. Press my S to D button to get it as a decimal. 17.5. Okay, question C. I'm going to write this in ascending order. 20, then 22, then 23 and 23, then 24, 26 and 27. 24, 26, 27. Okay. The median, the middle score. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1 left. 23. Question D. Smallest, then 32, then 32, then 35, 36, and 37. 35, 36, 37. Highest, lowest, 2 in the middle, 2 left over. Add them together and divide by 2. So we've got 32 plus 35 over 2. S to D button, 33.5. Okay. So far we've looked at range, which is highest minus lowest, mode, which is the most common, median, which is the middle score, and now we can look at the last part of this lesson, the mean. Rochelle plays cricket with her school team. Her recent batting scores were 10, 25, 17, and 40 runs. The coach wanted to calculate her average score. The term average is used in many situations. For example, batting averages, or in cricket, or the average monthly rainfall. The mean is the mathematical term for the average of a set of scores. To calculate the mean, we add all the scores together and then divide the sum by the number of scores. So this is the formula that we need to work out the mean. The mean is just the average. Okay. Sometimes my dad will say, "Oh, why are you so mean?" And I would say, "I'm not mean, I'm above average." Not sure if you got that joke, but I think it's pretty funny. Alright, let's have a look at this example. Calculate the mean of 10, 25, 17, and 40. Mean means average, so we've got 10 plus 25 plus 17 plus 40 is 92. How many scores did we add together? How many numbers did we add? We added 1, 2, 3, and 4 numbers. So to find the mean, to find the average, we're going to divide this answer 92 by 4. And 92 divided by 4 is 23. So Rochelle's average batting score was 23 runs. Let's have a look at question 1. The masses of 5 people are 73, 68, 49, 61, and 54 kilograms. What is their total mass? Well, total means we need to add them all together. We need to find the sum. So we're just going to add 73, 68, 49, 61, and 54. I'm just going to use my calculator for that. $305. What is their mean average mass? So how many numbers did we add together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it tells us there are 5 people. So we're just going to divide 305 by 5. 305 divided by 5 is 61. 305 divided by 5, 61 kilograms. Okay, why don't you pause the video, have a go with questions 2, 3, and 4. Okay, here are my answers to question 2, 3, and 4. 2a, the total of the scores is 312. So the mean is the total divided by how many numbers we added. 312 divided by 4, which is 78. Now, when we say average, right, it's like saying here, if she did 4 tests and she got 78 in all of them, 78, 78, 78, and 78. That's a total of 312. She will get the same total score if she got 78 in all 4 of them. But we can see here that the range of this one, range is highest minus lowest, or 78 minus 78, which is 0. Whereas the range in this is highest minus lowest, which is 26. We can see that's a lot more than this one. So we can see that according to this set of data, she is more consistent. Alright, question 3a. The mean is 9, because the total divided by the number of scores is 45 over 5, which is 9. B, the mean or average is 16. C, the mean or average is 53. D, the mean is 65. E, the mean is 36. Question 4. The heights of 8 students to the nearest centimeter are as follows. Calculate the mean of these heights to the nearest centimeter. Mean means average. So we add them together, divided by 8 because there are 8 numbers that we added. And that gives me 163.875 centimeters. We want to round this to the nearest centimeter. So I'm just going to look at the first number after the decimal. That's 5 or more, so I'm going to round it up to 164. Okay, so now we know how to work out the range, mode, median, and mean. The range is highest minus lowest. The median is the middle score, so we need to arrange them in ascending order, then cancel out the lowest and highest until we reach the middle 1 or 2. If there's only 1 left, that's the median, that's the middle score. If there's 2 left, we need to add them together and divide it by 2. The mode is the most common score, or the most frequent score, and the mean is the average, which means we need to add them together and then divide by however many scores we added. Okay, and that's it for this video.